Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to talk about the 1200 acres of land that the government gave to China Harbour Engineering Company to build this highway that we're on. So basically we're going to ask a question. Do you think that was a good deal for Jamaica? So when this highway was being built, a French company had the contract to build it. Now this highway goes from Kingston to Ocho Rios. At the time it was being built, it was the most expensive highway or most expensive road infrastructure project in Jamaica. And it probably still is to this day. This is a road that takes you from Kingston to Ocho Rios, 45-minute drive. This is what you call a game changer. Now before you had to drive on the old road is still there. It could take an hour and a half up to 2 hours. But if you have traffic or an accident in the Bogwalk Gorge or on Spur Tree Hill, you could be stranded on the road for hours. So this road was being built. Now, this is a very difficult road to build. It went through hills and the terrain. So the French company was not able to finish it. The project came to a halt. So China Harbour Engineering Company came in now and said, we will build a road, we will pay the French company for the work they've done because this road is being built via a concession. The way it would work is you build a road, the foreign company pays for it, and you collect toll to pay to make back the money for building the road. So China Harbour Engineering Company said, we will finish the project, and China Harbour Engineering Company is one of the 10 largest contractors in the world. They said, we will pay off the French company for the work they did. We will take the concession, give it to us for 50 years because to build this road is very expensive, and give us 1,200 acres of land beside the highway. And that's the land you're looking at on the right. I'm not sure if this section is a part. Yes, it is, because it goes all the way to Mammee Bay. And everything to do with the highway, any structure built, any advertising on the highway, give it to us. Now, remember now, the highway had stalled. The French company had stopped. They said they could not do it because cost-wise, it was going to be too expensive. They would never make back the money. That's why China Harbour Engineering Company, when they came on the scene, they said the same thing. That's why the concession was to be for 30 years. That means you'll charge toll for 30 years. After the 30 years, the road then goes back to the Jamaican government. China Harbour Engineering Company said we have to charge toll for 50 years and give us the land. So at the time, everybody was like, why is the government giving China Harbour Engineering Company 1,200 acres of prime real estate? The contractor general did an investigation. So many investigations were done. And at the end of the day, it was said nothing was wrong. Read the deal. So I'm going to ask you guys a question. Do you think Jamaica benefited from that deal? Now, the land that was given to China Harbour Engineering Company had some conditions to it. One, China Harbour Engineering Company could not sell the land. They could not use it as a guarantee to get a loan because then they might default and lose the land. The agreement was they had to develop the land. They had to develop it within a certain time frame. It was either 10 or 12 years. China Harbour Engineering Company did not develop that land in that time period. They would lose the land and the land would go back to the Jamaican government. Now, what created a lot of discussion is that the land was never valued. So let's say this highway cost 800 million US to build. There was never a deduction of say 100 million for the land. The land was never valued. So that helped to create the problem or the discussion as to why was the land never valued. And today, China Harbour Engineering Company is getting ready to develop a piece of the land in Mammee Bay, prime real estate right by the highway. It is probably the best piece of land in Mammee Bay right now, because the highway is built, and you know when you have a highway, anything close to the highway goes up in value. So that land is very expensive, prime real estate. And China Harbour Engineering Company is getting ready to develop the land. And now there's an issue with environmental permits. Now remember, the government gave them the land and said you have to build on it in say 12 years or you lose the land. And now that they're trying to build on the land, they're having a problem. A lot of people are protesting about building on the land. Kind of ironic, because if they don't build on the land, they don't develop it, they're going to lose it. But I'm sure, well, guys, what do you think about that project? And then the day when this highway opened and the toll structure was announced, the land still had not been transferred to China Harbour Engineering Company. The land still had not been valued. I don't think the land was ever valued. So when they calculated the toll, the value of the land was never put into the toll structure directly. So it's not to say, okay, the road cost 800 million US. We're deducting 50 million or 100 million for the land you got. So the cost of the highway to be recuperated is 700 million. Let's say it costs 800 million, the land valued 100 million US. So you're now going to charge toll to collect 700 million. It wasn't done like that. The highway opened, the toll was calculated, and the land still had not been transferred to China Harbour Engineering Company. It was eventually transferred, and that's why they're building on it now. But it was never transferred at the time the highway opened. Alright guys, let us know what you think. Was this a good deal or not? Did Jamaica benefit? Alright guys, have a good day.